Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Brian. We're going to be doing more Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets today on the Game Boy Color. So in the last episode, we had Valentine's Day. We found out that Draco is not the heir, and also that Hermione is a cat. So yeah, this time we're going to be going through some of this diary here that we found in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. Obviously that's a good thing, because no one ever got harmed from a book, but, you know. So Ron will be down in the common room. He's not going to stay with us and just kind of see what's going on, but why would he? So we're just going to start writing in it while standing here. My name is Tom Marvolo Riddle, something you should see. And there we go. We get teleported. Not as dramatic as the movie, but, you know, whatever. Young Dumbledore. Wait, that's not Dumbledore. I think that's... Wait. That is Dumbledore, but he isn't headmaster in this era, I don't think. And thankfully we don't have to keep following him, so, you know, it's whatever. Rubius. Hagrid as a kid. So there we go. We see that Hagrid has a creature, and Tom thinks it's him that killed him, or killed the girl. Also, we're gonna just ignore the fact that Ron found you kind of like passed out or something, I guess. So, but yeah, Hagrid apparently opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago. Who would have thought? Alright, so let's go see. I guess we gotta go talk to Hagrid. Oh, Quidditch. Alright, so we gotta go do Quidditch. Guess that's kind of important. You know. Can't believe what I saw. Oh, we hear the sneaky snack. Alright, so let's head on down to the Quidditch pitch and just get that out of the way, because the match shouldn't be too bad. It's what, our third one at that point, so it should be pretty easy to win. See if there's any new equipment that we can buy. We don't have a lot of money, so probably not. Yeah, I don't know how you get so much money in this game. I guess you just grind it out, but man, that's rough. Given you're only getting like like 20 sickles at a time per battle. But whatever. Alright, down the slide we go into the dungeon, just to use as a quick little thing to get out of the grounds. Oh man, I'm so glad we haven't been running into a ton of like enemy encounters and we've had to like deal with them. Some areas are a little bit harder to dodge, like the bank or whatever, but generally speaking, shouldn't be too bad. Oh, this is only the second Quidditch match. Okay. But either way, it shouldn't be too bad. We'll win that easy, I feel. Alright. Almost there. Don't start a battle. Also, I like how these are supposed to be badgers on the lower right-hand corner of the Hufflepuff Tower, but it looks like they're alligators, like one of those alligators you'd see on a shirt logo. But either way, let's start this match. Oh, Professor McGonagall's coming, though. That's a little unusual. Canceled match. Uh-oh. What happened? Are we in trouble? 2 more attacks. Penelope Clearwater. Ravenclaw. Okay, we've never met. And Hermione. Oh no! Gasp. Ah, shock. I'm not going to pretend I'm shocked, obviously. It's one of those... Of course, if any of you have if you have not seen the movie or read the book at this point in your lives... You're a little behind on the times, I'll be honest, because this was such a big thing, and if you're not familiar with Harry Potter, I'm honestly a little surprised. I'm not going to really comment too much about the author's personal feelings on certain aspects, and they're just absolutely abhorrent and atrocious, and I don't agree with them whatsoever, but man, just the fact that Harry Potter has been such a big cultural phenomenon for the last, what, 20 years? At least? 25 years almost? No, more than that. Harry Potter came out in like 99 or something. Common room. Okay. So it's like, whew. Can I please use the shortcut? I really hope I can. I don't want to have to walk all the way up the stairs manually. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, good. Don't have to go up the stairs floor at a time. Which I will say, for a Game Boy Color game, the amount of open area is really big for, you know, just seeing all of the stuff and whatnot. Kind of incredible. Like I said, this is one of those games that it came out late in the development cycle, or at the end of the life of Game Boy Color, so there's even a Game Boy Advance version of this game, but it's not the same thing. Alright, new rules. Must be in common room by 6 p.m. and stay until morning. Quidditch is suspended, and all teachers must escort. Cool, cool, cool. Well, that's unfortunate. So we gotta go talk to Hagrid. Let's go get that invisibility cloak out of the trunk upstairs and see what we can do with it with Hagrid. Alright, so now that we have the cloak, we have to go through all of the floors, I think. So we can't use the shortcuts or anything. We have to go, and it's nighttime, which is actually kind of nice to see Hogwarts at night like this. It's a very interesting palette swap. Because it's like all the stuff is still here, it's just has a bluish tinge to it, which is perfectly great. Perfectly fine. I think we're maxed out for health and stuff, yeah. We do not need healing, which is good. This game's a little inconsistent about when it decides that it wants to heal you automatically, or you have to go to Madame Pomfrey or use items to heal up, so you never know what's gonna happen. Alright, we're going to Hagrid? Yeah. Alright, so let's keep going. I mean, this is one of the things I wanted to avoid, but unfortunately, as you could probably tell, can't really do much when you're forced to use all of the normal stairwells and stuff like that, because they made it seem like, oh, you're going to have to avoid all these prefects and teachers and stuff like that because they're going to be patrolling. There's nothing like that. There's no stealth or anything. You just keep walking around like normal, which is really bizarre and really annoying because you'd think, oh, well, you go through all this like hullabaloo to get the cloak and whatnot, but you don't really use it very much, so. But hey, we got to Hagrid's hut, so. Someone's at the door. Hurry, hide, Harry, hide! Oh, the Minister of Magic. Oh god, look at his face. He's cross-eyed and has one of the... It makes it look like he has one of those powdered wigs and whatnot. It's like, oh lord, okay. Alright, whatever. But hey, it's one of those... Hagrid says he's innocent, and Cornelius is like, well, we gotta go to Azkaban anyway, sorry. Lucius, being the shit stain that he is making Dumbledore get canned as well. So that's cool. Oh boy. How obscure. Time to go. Dude, just call him crazy. It's what you want. I mean, holy hell. Alright, so let's see what happens with Dumbledore and whatnot. We gotta find our way out, though. Get back upstairs and see what we can do. Gotta sneak back to Hogwarts. You know what? I haven't saved in a while. I'm gonna save here. Oh, look. Little Oreo cookies. Oh no, they're spiders. Alright, so that's what Hagrid was warning about. Let's follow him through outside. And just follow the trail. They're super precise. Look at the line that they're following. Like, it's hilarious. Now, thankfully, we don't actually have to follow the trail if you kind of know where you're going. I vaguely do. So most of the way you'll be able to just kind of walk and just ignore them. If you run into an enemy encounter, they will be very heavily influenced creatures. So just be aware of that when you're walking through. At a certain point, we're gonna... Oh, okay, speaking of... So we got an encounter. We have a fucking troll. I don't remember where the troll is. As you can see, there's a lot of different types of spiders. Now, one thing I did mention before is certain enemies are only available in certain areas. There's the river troll. There should be... I thought there was a second troll thing. Oh, there it is. Forest troll. This is only available in this area. But they are resistant to Flipendo. So we do have to be careful. There's not going to be many attacks that we can do, but we will do a rat nip. And that should stun them. And I guess we'll try Incendio. Actually, you know, yeah, we'll do Incendio. We'll do base Incendio and see what happens. Didn't seem like it had a lot of health based on the 20 that Scabbers did, so... Didn't want to overdo... Oh, well, okay, Harry leveled up, so it didn't matter anyway. Oh, gee. That was my own fault. Another troll and a salamander. Use Gnaw. Stun them both. I believe... Where is the salamander? Oh yeah, they also have a thing. It's called the loose hand. We didn't run into it in this game so far, and I don't think we will, but... It's one of those, like, oh, okay. Oh, frost salamander. Vulnerable to fire. Okay, which makes sense. Alright, so let's do an Incendio on the frost salamander. And then we'll do another Incendio on the forest troll. That should be pretty solid. Oh, or it could backfire on us. That works too, I suppose. 135 damage. Holy shit. I can never get over how much damage that does to himself. It's crazy. And it's scale. So it's one of those, the higher level you are, the more damage it'll do. And that's intentional, so whatever. But we will kind of skip through part of that and just go this way. Wait, I think I heard something. Oh, look. Big-ass spider. Oh, bigger-ass spider. Aragog. Oh, jeez. Hagrid's in trouble, and we have to get help, or whatever. But we now know that Aragog was not in the Chamber of Secrets, so that's cool. So, hey, but they're cool with Hagrid, but unfortunately not so much us. Fresh meat. Uh-oh. Guess what? We get to fight Aragog, who's just gonna goo all over us, I guess. Alright, so... Come on. 80 damage, that's still a lot, even though it's, you know, we have high defense and high magic defense. But we will use Scabbers to stun, his, little pincers or whatever. Let's use some Incendio, because Incendio against spiders is pretty solid. 140 damage almost. That's pretty good. Almost half his health gone. So we'll just keep using Incendio. Ron only has Incendio basic, so it doesn't do as much, but it did get a crit, so 94 damage, so this should be enough. But what's funny is most enemies, when they get killed, they run away. His jaws run away. Like, everything else is just a background, which is funny to me. I don't know why it's so hilarious. But it's like, it just for whatever reason, it's like, okay, your jaws are dead. Goodbye. Also, yeah, there's certain areas in this game, in the spiderwebs. Oh shit, in the spiderwebs that have items in it, and some of the items, like I mentioned before, with the Slytherin common room, are only available in this area, and you cannot go back into the forest after you leave. So it's one of those, if you want to, if you don't have everything, you got to make sure you have it now. Also, Ron and Harry now freshly leveled up, which is great because now we have full health and magic. Magic card. I don't think there's anything else really worthwhile in here, but I'll still check. Here we go. Whoa, hey. Oh God, I almost stopped in the worst possible spot. Thankfully, most of the time the encounters are not immediately on the sides, but you never know. Oh, that's right, the car. I do like, though, that you can tell that this is a very interesting sprite-based game. Obviously because there are sprites, but also B, like the ground has this dappled texture to it, but then around the doorway of the car that's open, it's just base color. And I've noticed, you notice that as well with certain areas like the turrets on the Quidditch pitch or anything like that. It's like they wanted to match it to the color, but they didn't have the dappling that they needed to make it really look like transparent. But it's one of those, it's close enough. Like now the dappling is there because the car is gone. So, or like around these trees, for example. So it's like the trees were just placed there, but they don't have full dappling. This bush all the way on the right is trying. Because it has some of that dappling, but it's slight, like the color is slightly off. So if it was the same color, it would have been fine, but whatever. Anyway, we gotta go talk to Moaning Myrtle now. Now that we've gotten out of the death room of the forest, so let's just head on up to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom and see what she can tell us. Because now it's like, hey, we're in the end game now. Which, if this is fast enough, I might just end this episode at the end of the game. Oh, we're going, oh, unescorted. Oh, yeah, here on the second floor, nowhere near your common room or the medical wing. So, of course, we're going to get escorted up to the medical wing by Professor McGonagall, just so we can meet Hermione as a really, really cool excuse. King of Serpents, Sneaky Snacks. Pipes. Alright, so they figured out they're using the pipes to get around the school and whatnot. So they're like, wait, if the basilisk kills everybody by looking at it, how come no one's dead? No one did directly. Like they mentioned in the game, in the movie, in the book, and everything else. Reflections in the water, through a camera, through nearly headless Nick, whatever. And now Ginny's been taken. Whoops. So, yeah, not cool. Alright, so Lockhart, they think he's a fool, but at the same time, hey, he's the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, so he should be able to help. How are we doing health-wise and whatnot? We leveled up, so we're good, okay. Alright, so let's go down and talk to... Oh, you know what? Actually, we're going to go up one floor. I don't know if I can collect these, but I might as well try. I'm going to try and get my card combos and see how many I have. Thankfully, it is open. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 card combos. Holy crap. And if I go into the Folio Triplicus, look at them all. Look at them all. Oh, I don't have all the cards anymore. Hold on a second. Did I use... Oh, I'm missing the Quidditch ones. Holy crap. And that's the thing that's... Like I said, you burn the cards when you use a trio. But for whatever reason, that one... These two just gone forever now. And it says you don't have this... You have not found this card, even though we did have it. We just burned it. But that's the thing, is if you want to use the cards, you got to be careful, because like I said, there's a finite resource of them. And if you want to keep playing this game over and over to get them, fine, but some of them you can only find 1 or 2 copies of the card per playthrough. Some cards you can just get a ton of if you buy them from the shop, because they can just randomly assign you some, but generally speaking, there's not going to be much. Alright, let's, oh, that's right. went to the wrong place. I have to go up a floor. Oh man, I went to the Moaning Myrtle's bathroom a little early. Gotta get Lockhart first. And 10 minutes to finish this game. It's gonna run over a little bit, sure, but I think we'll be okay. This probably is gonna be a 45-minute episode total, but we'll see. Come on, Lockhart, you can't leave. Yeah, they happened, but not to me. I just tricked them and stole their memories. Alright. Oh, Ratnip, let's go. Stun. Alright, let's see. Incendio, maybe? Actually, no. So, Expelliarmus works the best against enemies that are armed. So, the suits of armor or other wizards. At least, that's the theory. I don't... You know, let's try Incendio, see what happens. Or not. I guess Ron can just shoot himself in the foot. Let's use Incendio basic. Only 20. We'll give the trio a try and see. Expelliarmus against us is pretty much negligible. 7. Wow, you're shit, Ron. Alright, 40 points of magic to blow him up. Only 50 damage. Alright, we're gonna stick with Expelliarmus. I love that being the basic level of Mucus ad nauseum is just the wee. That's the sound effect. Alright. Expelliarmus it only uses 8 anyway, and it still does the same amount of damage, so yeah, we're just gonna stick with that. Harry should have a higher magical strength. Apparently not by much, but whatever. Ron's sick and he gets lit on fire. Oh, that's unfortunate. And it backfires. Love it. Let's just keep going. Oh. See, sometimes these battles are just so lengthy for no reason. I mean, like I said, this is supposed to be one of those, you're not supposed to be level whatever the hell I am, 60 or something like that. Oh my god, Ron, are you gonna die? Are you gonna get killed because A, you're getting like focused on by Lockhart, but also you keep hitting yourself? Because I mean, I feel like that's gonna happen, you know? Come on. Okay, he finally targeted Harry. Holy shit. Alright. Nope. More Expelliarmus. Man, we've had more recoils on us in this than anything else so far, and that's kind of interesting. But, like I said, it's just the same spell over and over and over again, so just kind of keep hitting them best you can. There really isn't too much strategy. I mean, you can keep putting him to sleep or paralyzing him or whatever. If you have potions to cure, like antidotes or whatever, use them because he does like using the sickness spell. Cool. All right, so he got his wand. We got to go and take him with us. Professor Lockhart joins the group. All right, we can get another card combo if we really wanted to. Let's just... Oh, Lockhart can't wear that. He can't wear gloves, can't wear... Oh, he can wear the pointy hat, though. That is interesting. I figured it'd be one of those you can't have him wear it because it's gonna cause him issues or whatever. Because he's not a permanent group member. He's only with us for a little bit, and he's only going to be there for that one purpose. So let's go heal up because Ron is in a bad way. He's like 20% of his health, and I really don't want to have a huge because we're approaching the end of the game, and so yeah, we're definitely going to finish this game today in this episode. So sure, it'll run over a little bit, but the 30-minute is only self-imposed, so whatever. Let's head on down to the second floor. and go talk to Moaning Myrtle and see what we can find out there. We think we know where the... we think we have everything pieced together. But maybe we'll find some new information. I don't think so. Alright, Myrtle, let's talk. No one's ever asked how she died? Jeez, that's kind of morbid. Like, holy crap. Alright, so let's go. She's like, oh, I died over... look, I heard someone, and I looked over this way and just died. Let's find the sink. There's a snake scratched into it, so let's go, hiss, open hiss. Yeah, you know what? That's what I would try, too. If I thought, man, maybe I can speak to snakes. Hiss, snake. It's like, alright, that close enough, I guess. Alright, Lockhart, you first. Whee! Also, I love this. We just fucking bowl over Lockhart, no problem. Miles under the school. Keep your eyes open, but also close them immediately. Alright, so you can actually get into magical encounters down here. And there's that huge snake skin that we just passed, but we don't bother mentioning it or anything like that. All right, he got us. He got the drop on us. He took the broken wand. That's a familiar sound. Oh no, some boulders are in the way. And now I'm solo. So we got to go to the end of the game solo. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so a little bit of a maze, not too bad. It's actually not that big of a maze. You basically just go straight down. I just kind of wanted to look around a little bit. And also, of course, I get hit with a combat encounter. Let's use Expelliarmus on the suit of armor, see how much damage that does. 79. Not too bad, all things considered, but now I'm paralyzed. Well, that's unfortunate. You know what? I'm going to Flipendo both of them, I think. And that way then we can see if that does enough damage to take out the knight, but also the, oh yeah, and the rat is weak to it. Or at least it seems to be, so we're going to definitely leverage that to our advantage and not use any more magic than we have to, because we need to save that. Cool. Now this is one of those areas, like before you come down into the tunnels here, if you did not come down prepared, you will die. And it will not be a good time for you. I think it's over this way. Oh, jeez, I didn't even see it. Alright. Tornado, come do your thing. There we go. Easy. And I found a wizard card. Woo. Okay, cool. All right. We chose the right path. The door just opens. We don't actually have to do anything or interact with it, thankfully. All right, so this is definitely a snake chamber. Ginny, are you dead? She's face down in her own sick, Harry. Come on. Oh, Tom Riddle. Welcome. Oh. So yeah, it was basically, we're not leaving. You're gonna die. I took her body. I took her over and gave her suggestion. So, very straightforward process, or story, I guess. And had Hagrid be the fall guy. Unknowingly, but still. Alright. So he's been targeting Muggleborns, and now lately it's been Harry. So tricked us coming down here using Ginny as bait, which, hey, it's one of those know your enemy's weaknesses. Use them to your advantage. Oh, Harry's sticking up for Dumbledore. and he has our wand. Because naturally that somehow is how he got it, but whatever. He just got it somehow. Fawkes the Phoenix comes in clutch because we've stood up for Dumbledore. A snake. Alright, and Fawkes clawed its eyes out. Cool. Love it. And we just get a sword! Alright, so, we can't use any spells. We could just swing the sword. That's all we can do. We can use card attacks. You know what? I might as well see what we have available to us. Can't use this one because it's a yellow box, but also it has a black check mark, meaning we don't have all the cards necessary. Remove curses, regeneration, replenish health, magic. We don't need magic because we're not using our spells. Scholarship is pretty handy if you want to use like some Incendio Tria on tough enemies, given it does half magic cost. Party gets 4 times as many sickles. That's what we need right now. Puts an enemy to sleep. I don't know if that'll actually work. A lot of these are at the bottom are... You know what? We're going to do weak point. Weak point's going to be very useful. Oh god, I didn't realize it would do that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, so if it focuses on us, that's good. Also, Fawkes doing 91 damage is great. 120 damage. Oh my god, this is awesome. I'm all for the amount of damage that we're doing because of that weak spot thing. I'm not going to do any more card combos, given that I wasn't expecting the that one to flicker real bad. So, yeah, we're gonna try and prevent that because I'm gonna have to edit that or edit something in saying about like epilepsy warning or whatever. But hey, we've almost defeated the Basilisk, and it's only been like a couple turns. Fawkes is doing pretty good damage, and our sword strikes have been usually pretty good. But all right, I didn't even defeat the Basilisk. It was Fawkes. It just lunged at us, and I stabbed it. Oh well, too bad we're dead. The stupid bird is crying. Oh right, Phoenix Tears. Something that wasn't mentioned anywhere else in this game. I think it was mentioned maybe in Dumbledore's office, but I don't believe so. Alright, so... just stabs the book. Ah, not again. And he just goes poof. I just find that the way it's said and like the way he just disintegrates hilarious. Just stab. Ah, not again. It's like it's Team Rocket. It's just like poof, gone. Oh, yep. It was Ginny. Oh no, it was Tom Riddle. He controlled me. Blah blah blah. Oh well. Oh well. You're safe now. Let's get out of here. And we'll just leave this all here. Don't worry. All right, let's go. Fawkes is just gonna fly us all out of here. Which is funny, because Harry must be really straining to hold on all 4 of them. Because he has to, you gotta remember, his right arm, if he's holding with his right hand, onto Fawkes, unless it makes them lightweight, he has his weight, the weight of Ron, Ginny, and Professor Lockhart all through his right arm. It would have torn his arm off. I believe, though, in the book it mentions that it's like, they get like a weightless or reduced weight sensation or something like that, but don't quote me. Basilisk is dead, Tom Riddle is the thing, blah, 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 and Lockhart has no idea. He's so out of it. But hey, that's what happens when your spell backfires on you. At least it wasn't slugs. Alright, let's head on out. Oh, Professor, hello. Surprise. He's done. He doesn't know who he is. But hey, there we go. That is the ultimate end of Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets. We got a nice little reunion here between Ron and Ginny's parents and the parents and the kids, whatever. You know what I mean. So the Weasleys, there we go. They've had a nice reunion. And then Dumbledore's just like, hello, I was sleeping with Minerva back here, but I'm done now. I'm gonna come up here and see what's going on. But Ginny, get out of here. Go to the hospital. Okay, cool. And the parents are like, oh, Ron, you should go as well. Oh, fine, Professor. Oh, bye all of the Weasleys. I'm just gonna get murdered here by Dumbledore, thanks. But we were gonna be expelled, but it was a trick. Oh, and Dobby's here too. Oh, Lucius, you tried. You tried. It was Voldemort, surprise, of course. Oh. Oh, and there was always the ultimatum, or the ulterior motive of the non-Muggleborn, or the Muggleborn Protection Act, or whatever it was. And Lucius wanted Mr. Weasley discredited because he was the one that was championing it. That works. Also, Dumbledore's like, hey, we can't prove that you did this, but if anything else of Voldemort's comes back, you're gonna get it. They're gonna find it, come back to you somehow. But hey, here's this diary in a sock. Throws it over at Dobby. It's like, nice job. How did Lucius not realize that? Like, who does the laundry in their household? Do they do it instead of Dobby, or like what? Or maybe it's one of those, it's a technicality where it's like not directly handed to him, but something like that. I don't know. You can't really logic a situation like this because it's not really logicked to begin with, but whatever. Oh, the Harry Potter famous Witches and Wizards card. Yay! Awesome. And there we go. Some nice fireworks and us looking up at Hogwarts Castle. It was a really fun time playing this game again with you guys. I thank you all very much for joining me along for the story and whatnot. And we got this one firework that's still going. It's trying. It's going all the way up. There you go. It was a good time playing through all that. Kryptonite Games did a really good job. EA produced this. It was fantastic. I quite like this game quite a bit as a kid. Now it's involved. Art and animation had 5 animators and artists. That's a lot, I feel like, for something like this. But hey, it's one of those. They nailed it. Like I said, end of life for a platform. They've kind of squeezed as much as they can out of it. There are still little weird things like flickering here and there, but I don't know if that's because of this totally legitimate hardware or if it was in the original. I just don't remember it. But hey, it's one of those. They did their best, and I'm gonna go right to the main menu, and we're not ending the episode quite yet. I did promise that I wanted to show you some of these mini games. Now, we saw some of these during the gameplay, so like the flying Anglia or the gnome tossing or whatever. Those are all ones that I'm not going to bother again. There are 2, though, that we did not see during the campaign. The Transfiguration Challenge and the Flitwick Boogaloo. We're going to do the Transfiguration Challenge first, and we're going to do it on... We're going to do it on easy. So, basically, you have to transfigure these items before they hit the ground. On easy, you have that little target reticle, and items come slowly. So you can just transform these and basically get things pretty accurate. On harder difficulties, it's actually very it gets tough because the items keep falling faster and faster and faster. Now, on totally legitimate hardware like I'm playing on, you can have a turbo button which does stuff like this, and it slows the game down so bad. But it also makes it so you can't miss. Like, I can aim past this clock, but as long as it doesn't stop before the item, it's fine. Can I end? Yeah, okay. So that's Transfiguration. It can be tough. If you're doing retro achievements, you have to get above a certain amount on medium or hard difficult. I forget which one, but it is tough. Flitwick is more of a... Flitwick says 2. Flitwick Boogaloo. you do have to get a perfect score on some of these as well. We're going to do easy. But as you can see on the left-hand side, we have our scoring, or the buttons we have to hit. And it's going to be A, B, and a directional button, which isn't too bad, all things considered. And each thing on each action does a different animation on the right. And it's timed with music, and it's always the same in order. So every easy version you do, every medium, every difficult will always be the same. So you can get, if you practice enough, you can get through with perfect scores. Now, if you miss a thing, you will, you know, get that negative chime. Sometimes you'll get a cat screeching if you really if you keep screwing up, but, you know. And the only other one I do want to show you, actually, I'll show you grab the pixies on difficult, because this is where they're moving fast, and they're moving up and down a lot. Like, look at that. Jesus Christ. And since the wand only moves so fast, you can't, it's tough. Like, this is a tough game if you're doing the lower level, or the higher levels. I do want to show you the gnome picking, because I mentioned in the first episode or so that on difficult, Ron, Ron's the fucking Flash. Like, look at him. He's cracked out. There's no way you can win. Somehow I got really lucky, and I did the achievement for this, but man, you really gotta get lucky, and just hope that the RNG for it is good. Which RNG in these mini games is really apparent. Like, I got 12 points, he got 14, which I was close, but still, with how fast he's going, phew. Throwing gnomes is about the same. The bowling is about the same, it's just stiffer. Flying Anglia really doesn't have that much difference to it, as far as I know. But, you know, it's one of those... You can just keep playing the minigames if you want. I'm not going to worry about it, though. I thank you all very much for watching. I hope you had a good time. If you did, please leave a like and a comment of what you enjoyed about the series. If you want me to do any other particular games, I'll see what I can do. I'm focusing on games that I played as a kid. At this point, so it's one of those I would like to play older games that are in this era. So if I played them, I might do a series on them. Everything is always up in the air depending on availability and whatnot. But again, I thank you all very much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next series. Have a good one.